Okay, so this is my computer screen. I just shared it with you guys. This is canva.com. This is what I use to make my YouTube intro. So right here you see I have one that I did. I made it 3 days ago, and then I have one that I was testing earlier, but my screen froze, so I had to start over, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. So I'm just gonna look up a YouTube thumbnail for my template. As you see, it's 1280 by 720 pixels. That is going to be the size of your YouTube screen when you're watching the video. So this will like help you prevent from having any black like sides on the edges or anything. It'll just fit perfectly. So as you see, there's like a crap ton of templates that you can choose from, but I went ahead with a blank one because I wanted to have full control over my intro. So the first thing I did was upload a background. You can do this in multiple different ways. Some people go on Pinterest and they look up aesthetic backgrounds and pick one. I think that's actually what I did for this one. I can't remember because I also use pexels.com. I'll put it on the screen, the name, so you guys can look that up. It's free stock images that you can use from professional photographers. I use that a lot for like brand work that I do or any social media marketing clients that I have. I use Pexels a lot. So this image right here is just a silk piece of cloth that I found, I believe, on Pinterest. And then I'm just gonna adjust it on the screen how I like it. So that's gonna be my background. And then you're gonna need some pictures of yourself as well. I went ahead and did a little mini photo shoot in my bedroom. So these are some pictures from that. Then what I did is I went on to Pixar and I uploaded the images and used the delete tool to delete the background, and then I just added a white border around the pictures to make it look more complete. So I'm just gonna go ahead and adjust these images how I liked them. This will probably not be like exactly what I did in my actual intro. This is just for reference purposes, but I'll still make it look good to give you guys the full effect. So yeah, you're gonna need 3 images. I varied them in sizes and everything to make it be just a little bit more interesting, and then just kind of displayed it like that in the center of the screen, which is right there. And then we're gonna need some text. So if you go into the text box here on the left side of Canva, it gives you some like default text that you can choose from that they've put together already, which are actually pretty great. Like they offer a lot of free stuff that you can just go through and use. So I'm gonna use, which one did I use for this? I actually went in through this little text graphic that they offer, and I ungrouped it because I just want the large font, and I can delete all these other things. So I'm just going to type my name and stretch it out, and I'm gonna move it into the center of the page. There, you can adjust the size if you'd like, make it a little bit bigger and center it. And then I put it just a little bit lower than the actual pictures that I have here. And then I'm going to change the color up here at the top, this big A. And what I love about Canva is they offer like the pictures that you like put into Canva, it gives you the color codes for them. So if you click see all, these are all the pictures I uploaded, and these are colors from the pictures. So I'm just going to go in with this taupey brown color here as my font base. And then I'm going to go into effects and just add a shadow underneath it. You could also do lift. Lift is kind of cool, but I think the shadow looks a bit more professional. You can adjust the offset if you want it further or closer away from the actual text, and you can adjust the transparency to make it more or less opaque. So now I'm just going to position it, not all the way at the back. I'm just going to put it behind these pictures here, maybe just behind one of them to let it stand out some. I don't want it too hidden, but I don't want it to be a focal point. I'm also going to cut my boobs out of the shot as well. And then just adjust your pictures so you like them. Okay, and then I also added a second text over that. So I like this one that says love you here on the side, but I think I went with the sparkle graphic. So I'm just going to type my name again and shrink it down on this one. So I did see a girl on TikTok who put this together, and I kind of referenced hers a lot when I was doing mine. So I'm going to go ahead and link her TikTok down below so you guys can see, because she did like a mock one for Jordan Woods, and I just watched it a few times and I was like, I could do that. So I copied it and just put my own twist on it with my own images. So I kind of like how the brown looks, but it also kind of blends in a lot. So I think I'm going to change the color to more of an orange, like a dark orange color. Like that. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So next I'm going to animate my graphics. So I'm going to highlight all of them. You just press and click and then drag it over everything and go to animate. And I like the fade one, and I also like the rise one. So I think I'm going to go with rise on this one so you can play it and it'll play it back for you. And that's super cute. So now I'm going to duplicate the page a few times, just twice. You can add more pages if you want a longer intro. I'm shooting for like 10 seconds because I know people's attention spans are not going to want to watch a super in-depth intro like that. Unless it's your thing, girl, like, or guy, like, or whoever. If that's your thing, go ahead and do you, but I just want a short little intro. So I think I even knocked this down a couple seconds. I probably put it like 3 seconds. And then this page here, in my uploads, I did add a screen recording of my Instagram, which looks like that. And you can adjust where it starts. So I'm going to put it about here, maybe even like that. And I also added a color. I went with this lighter color here to kind of cover over the image, and I'm knocking down the transparency here, this little gradient. It's the transparency of the image that you uploaded, so I just want it to blend well with the rest of what we have. So you can choose whatever color you want, but I went with that lighter color to kind of just add a cast over the video so that it's more cohesive with the rest of so it's more cohesive with the rest of the intro. Okay, and then I went into elements here and I found this iPhone frame. So I'm just gonna enlarge it, and I'm kind of just measuring out in the middle of this entire grid here. And I'm going to duplicate it 2 more times. This is where I kind of went my own with this. I kind of made it my own by doing this part because I didn't see the girl who I mimicked for the beginning do anything like this. And I didn't want to copy it like exactly. I think that's kind of lame. So I had to put my little twist on it or whatever. So I put these little iPhones here, centered them off the grid, and then go into uploads, and I pulled some videos from my Instagram page. Yeah, we don't need to hear it. These are just some these are just some videos from my Instagram from studio sessions that I did. Yeah, and then I go through, make sure you go through and mute them all. So you can just click on each one, mute them so that they're not playing. Even mute the background just to be safe so that they're not playing during your intro. If you wanted to add music, you could always just leave it, and then if you put it in iMovie, you can turn the music down and add your own music over top of that. That's what I did. And then I also put my recently used, I just typed in subscribe and found the subscribe button. So I'm just going to shrink it. And it also had a like button. So I used that, made it about the same size, maybe a little bigger. And I used this share button because it had a comment below, but I didn't like how it looked. Even though I do want comments under my videos, I think the share looked better. So that was that. Yeah, comment, like, share. And then on the last screen, I took off the pictures of me and I put my Instagram handle I think I might have gone with a different font for this one though. Yeah, I definitely did glow. I'll just show you real quick how I did that. So I used the glow font and I typed my name again. And I'm gonna delete the font under here. But I'm actually gonna put my Instagram handle. And you can put the @ sign, or you could just put your Instagram handle without it. Either way, it doesn't matter. Gonna go in and use that same text color as before, but I'm gonna go into effects and I'm gonna remove the neon effect just so that it has the @ or you could even just add the shadow like the one before it does. I'm going to change the position of this, put it forward so it sits on top like before. Make sure everything is centered. Okay, actually, let me do it this way. I'm gonna put my name here. You can just play with it, honestly. Like, once you start figuring it out, you might want to do something completely different to what I had. These are just references. Like, you can really do whatever you want. But I'm gonna go into elements, and I actually did have my pictures in the background, so I'm just gonna copy them and paste them down here. Don't group them. Position them around your lettering, like so. I think I even turned the transparency down on one of them. Just like adjust it how you need it, you know? There are no rules here. There's no right or wrong. It's literally just what you want. And then I found... So I saw this fire, like, graphic that was going. It didn't match my color scheme, so I found a white one. And you just want to watch how it's hitting the video. I wanted it to go around me. And I also positioned it backwards so that it fades into the writing. And I adjusted... Yeah, I adjusted it like that, and then I found an Instagram logo that moved. Just the movement just kind of makes it more interesting. And I placed that. I'm going to position this one backwards too. And I'm going to make this. These are just final adjustments. To make it look really good, and because I wanted the flame to go around my head. And then again, highlight it all, go into animate, and rise is my, or tumble is kind of cool. Let's do breathe. Okay. Once you've done that, it says it's 23 seconds. That's way too long. So I need to go ahead and make some adjustments on these videos I put up here. So you can see this one is automatically 8 seconds. I'm just going to chop it down to maybe 4. So that means I need to chop these down to fit that as well. Because these videos are only going to run the same length as the background video. This one's 14 seconds. So I'm going to knock this down to 4. So now I'm at 13 seconds. So I'm just going to take this last slide. Put it at 5. That's good. This is a bit over what I wanted, but it's fine. So then you just hit play. If you have any questions, like, you can just comment them down below. If I went too fast, let me know. I kind of talk fast sometimes. But this is just a generic YouTube intro. yeah, if you guys are into this type of content or you want more branding stuff, let me know. I would love to do it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.